India's daily COVID-19 infection rate has been dropping in recent days, but relief might be short-lived as pollution levels spike. Doctors have warned that increased exposure to high levels of smog could cause a virus surge with more severe infections. Neha Punya tells us more.
Shubhi Sinha has lived with asthma all her life. This year, because of COVID-19 restrictions, the air pollution in Delhi touched a 20-year low, and Shubhi has not had to rely on her inhaler and her medication until now. As the mercury dips and wind speeds slow down, air quality in North India has worsened for the first time this year. She has had to guard against not just Delhi's air pollution particles, but also the invisible coronavirus.
In fact, my body is not that immune towards all of this because of, all my breathing issues and stuff like that. So I try to be as precautionary as possible. But my worst fear is just going back to that environment, just breathing that air, back, just seeing that smog in the environment again.
According to government guidelines, Shubhi falls in the high-risk category for COVID-19. It's only the beginning of October, but Delhi's skyline is already wearing a hazy look. Farmers in neighbouring states have begun burning crop residue to prepare for the next round of sowing, a practice known as stubble burning. And as it gets cooler, this smog will get thicker. By November, Delhi skies could look like this. And when that happens, doctors warn COVID-19 infections could become more severe and life-threatening.
Particulate matter is acting as a kind of a courier vehicle for the virus. They may create a serious problem as far as increasing the incidence as well as mortality from COVID is concerned. Translated into beds, it would mean that if we have a sudden increase in the cases, we will need more beds. And if we have suddenly patients becoming more severe, more sick, we will need more ICU beds.
Air pollution already claims more than 1 million lives in India every year. In places like Delhi, even without COVID-19, studies have shown that toxic air is cutting short the lifespan of residents by as much as 7 years. India is already the second worst hit country in the world, and its COVID-19 tally is pegged to overtake the US in the next few weeks. The Delhi government says it acknowledges the double threat that residents face, and it's now launched an anti-air pollution campaign. It's setting up a war room to monitor air quality levels round the clock, among other measures.
पराली का डंठल जो है वो गल जाता है और वो खाद में बन जाती है. इस बार दिल्ली के अंदर जितनी भी खेती होती है, सारी जो भी जहां पराली होती है, नॉन बासमती राइस के खेतों में, वहां पे दिल्ली सरकार खुद ये घोल बनवा के खुद ये छिड़काव करने जा रही है.
The government is also asking residents to flag sources of pollution using a mobile app, but other states in North India have no such plans. Environmentalist Chandrabhushan says he's not holding his breath.
So we are not winning the air pollution battle, and I think all the strategies that we have deployed so far, largely focusing on vehicles and cleaner fuels, are not exactly working. And therefore, I think we have to now start focusing on solid fuel, thermal power plants, industries, agriculture, which seems to be which seems to contribute the lion's share of air pollution in the country.
With the added threat of COVID-19, it's unlikely residents will be able to breathe easy this winter. Neha Punya, CNA, New Delhi.